I've got a special little treat for you guys today. I'm going to my middle school. I'm going to do a walk around. It's slated for demolition, and they're going to let us walk around the school one more time and see what we can see. So I'm going to catch up with my little brother right up there. Just back here where the buses used to pull up and pick us up, and up there's the football field and track field where I got my record setting stuff. So all right, we're gonna get out here and see if we can't get you a better video. All right, little brother made it. We're about to walk around Boones Creek Middle School. Don't know when it was established, but we'll see somewhere around here. They may have something up, but we're gonna walk around the football field, track, and I guess they got the baseball field, softball field up there too. So let's go for a walk.
Yeah. Be fun if they put the fence up and didn't have the gate here at the top of the steps.
Yeah.
Hey,
What'd be cool if they had some of the old coaches out here, but it's set up differently than I recall.
Yeah, this is just dirt, wasn't grass too.
Yeah, there wasn't even a softball field. This would be softball, I guess.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be too big because of there's third base or second base.
$40 in softball.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is just dirt. And had the track.
Yeah. You'll have to send me a few of the pictures of me and you up here while you was at Daniel Boone. I think we'd come up here every now and then.
Pop stuff. And hit them. Like home run derby.
Yeah. No, that's totally new. I wonder where the other goalpost is. It's over there laying on the ground. They don't even have a track up here anymore.
Wow, that's just field.
I wonder if they have a track at their new middle school. Because if I'm not mistaken, I may still have the high jump record there. Someone finally broke my record about 5 years ago at Daniel Boone. Good thing is I got to assist in kind of coaching him. He was like me, he didn't need much coaching, but I got to help him out a little bit. So I mentored him, so I still have share in that record. Now this is pretty wild, the field being down here so far. I just wonder, I think we come up here a couple times. I don't know if you were born yet, but Rick played football.
I don't remember that. Yeah, you had the, was it gravel track, I guess?
Yeah, it was a cinder. There's the old football sign. Don't know if the sun's blocking you from seeing it. Smells like someone's cooking out.
James Kelly and I coming up here to practice baseball.
Yeah.
My biggest memory was the field days we had.
Oh, I love those.
Had to bring your lunch. Everything was out here.
Yeah.
There's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah, the goal post. And
we had weren't there seats over?
Yeah, there were just like
had like a
little
tower.
4 high
bleachers.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. This is where Coach Ford got me into high jumping, and at the time, if you guys can remember, any of those Boones Creekers listening out there, Terry Foss used to out high jump me. Now, that's all I've got to say about Terry. Good thing he went into music. Don't whoop me, Terry. But I guess we could walk back Headaway.
Can't think of anything else. Track, bleachers.
Right, and just coming up here and practice what we use in high school. Well, we have arrived. The sign is down, but that's us right there. So I think we're going to see what we can walk into. Check out these old stomping grounds. There's going to be a lot of people posting videos, it looks like. Ready to roll. Yeah. Let's walk out here and get the front of the school, go around this lady.
I just missed that the old rock wall isn't still there. We could sit on the rock wall.
Yeah, it'd have been cool to have a piece of that.
Most of the time, I didn't get to bed by maybe a little bit after midnight.
Oh, Lord.
I do that online sim racing.
Yeah.
And I joined this one league that we run full league races. So we went Atlanta last night, 325 laps.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Didn't do bad. Started next 29 out of 30, finished 14th.
Rob, don't you got a few pictures from here?
I don't have them on the phone.
You'll have to send them to me and we'll
that's right,
put them on.
Class of 81. I mean, my homeroom class of 81, 5th grade.
Yeah.
We was playing at the tree that used to be there. It was the last day of school. And I told my friend Jim Morton, stand in front of the school door and I'll take your picture under the sign.
Yeah.
And then one after another, in just seconds, all of a sudden, the whole class all gathered there. And
oh, cool.
Showing their personalities. And I took the one picture.
Just think they had camera phones back then. Yeah, if they thought they was going to get in a selfie real quick with you. Lens cover off.
It's pretty rare to be right here.
I don't reckon we have to report to Mr. Davidson. Was he the principal when you were here?
And Mr. Pollock was vice principal or assistant.
Everybody's going to sign in. I'm going to sign off until we sign in.
In my Freedom Hall is little.
Now, everything is dark in here because I'm guessing they don't have the power on, but we're going to walk around the gym and see what memories we got. So it's changed a lot in here.
I remember being a lot bigger.
Well, it's because you was little. Kind of like Granddad's barn up in...
Oh, yeah. And I remember the panels open, I guess, for lights.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to, they used to set up the trampoline and let us high jump in the winter. And I can remember David Hinkle, Liz Brown.
We would, school pictures, they'd have us come up here, line up and that in, take a school picture.
And here's some information someone might like to see. I know I'm looking for the track records. It used to be in here. And there's something up there.
Baseball fans.
Look here. You can't go anywhere without seeing this old fella.
Look here, bud. Grab you a jersey over while you can.
How cool.
Hey, look, just take your camera and go back there and look there. There's all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah?
That's where we found all of this at.
Ah.
It's a shame somebody.
Oh, good Lord.
It's dark.
Let me get
burn it or
let me get out here and turn my light on my phone. Let's see here. We get us a flashlight going here.
if it gave them more time, we could have had all this.
All right. Can't see anything in here. Yeah. We should have got them to turn the power on for today. Well, they don't get it, it'll be gone tomorrow. Yeah, that's about the truth. Yeah. Well, I don't see nothing in here of interest.
See, everybody's looking for their phone to feel like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
All right, let's see if we can find little brother. A lot of people. Where did you go, Rob? All right, well, that's going to do it for the gymnasium. Robbie. Yeah. All right, that does it for the gymnasium. All right, we're gonna go downstairs and see the old locker room. Robbie was
dodgeball.
Yeah. Oh, where's Fane Grog? Oh my God.
They didn't see it for us.
Look at who we got here.
And so it gets dirt. So you'd have to mop with our things every day.
Yeah, can't go in there. And look at here, we got old Coach Ford.
Autographs and all.
These were boys dressed.
Yeah. They what was funny, I don't remember who it was. You know, there's a room over on that backside out of this room. And had our old equipment in it. Well, there was 3 boys kept smoking every day. I couldn't catch it.
Bobby Fields.
I think it was Bobby. So I get in that room, wait for him to come in there, and I can barely squeeze it open my head and see how it all 3 of them. So, office is down this way.
Good Lord.
Bobby Fields and Bobby Hyde.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Ford, it's good seeing you.
Good seeing you. Good to see anybody these days.
Yeah, you got that right. Any day above ground's a good day. Well, let's go walk this school. They got rid of her track.
I haven't been up there. I got a banner a while ago. They had a banner of all the conference track championships.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to take it every week.
Awesome.
He's not feeling it.
What happened
Yeah.
to the trophies?
They supposed to take them to the middle school. Well, Parker Middle School and Parker High School.
All right, we're going to get out of here.
We had no room for them.
Let's go walk the halls. Oh, good Lord, there's another one.
How you doing, brother?
Good, making a little video,
Wow.
checking in with everybody.
We're here.
Yeah, we do wish we had some light.
Yeah, I know.
What'd you drive out there so I can go video it?
There has to be something. Not one of them.
All right, if you needed to get you some school supplies, you walked in here and...
Miss Bird.
Oh yeah, I didn't know none of the people, but you could walk in here, and I remember back in my days in 78, 79, they had Star Wars folders and stuff like that. What I'd give to be able to have them again. And
They can't ring the bell.
no,
When Steffi went here, it became a buzzer.
oh did
A
it?
tone.
That would be cool to have the old bell sound.
Oh, yeah.
And then you come in here, and I don't remember which office was really Mr. Davidson's.
That's right.
That must have been his
This
second.
might be it.
Oh yeah?
Principal's
You might have been in it more than I had. I don't know.
Maybe one time somebody's aggravating me.
Yeah, I think I saw it one time. Yeah. I don't know whose office this was.
When I was there, the vice principal was Pollock.
Oh, yeah?
Ben Pollock.
Now, Dad's old friend, Wendell Messimer.
I know the name. but I
Wendell,
never
if you're out there, you called me a liar, and I was not a liar. I chipped my elbow playing at the house or something. And I told him I needed to call my daddy because my elbow hurt really bad, and he thought I was faking. So Mr. Messimer kissed my ass.
The word is derriere.
Yeah. Not my generation. Oh man, they got windows broke out in the doors. Where was the library? I don't recall. Was it there? Let's go in there. Oh wow. Smells old. Yeah.
They got the Commodore 64 and they had it over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like one of the original TVs, the old gray ones.
Yeah. No, it can't be because it's got a remote. Kids, get up there and turn that TV.
Good idea to try and find it. One of the old school bills.
Yeah.
This was the library.
I'm surprised someone ain't took that
Smart
board out. That may be how they're handling. What is this? A book they might
I don't
ban,
remember the librarian's name.
cancel culture. They'll get rid of that because it's got Eskimos on it.
Oh wow.
The name is Purchase.
I bet we're not supposed to enter. Stop. No one allowed.
Don't look inside.
In the library, and we can't read.
That's right.
Good God. Yeah.
Wow.
I was always afraid of losing my locker and not knowing which one it was.
If you notice, they repainted. Stephanie was telling me they got away from the black and red.
Yeah.
They had upstairs were happy colors,
Yeah.
bright green.
You talking about the place being big, and I think how small the hallway looks. And I remember. Go ahead. What was you
There
going
was
to
a
say?
computer lab.
Computer lab.
Got to learn to do video. The school had its own little channel.
Yeah. See, I remember it. It seems like a select few students that was their only class, but they had the books for other classes. So I don't know if maybe it was a gifted students, because I sure as shit wasn't in that class. Man, we can't even go upstairs.
Well darn.
We can go to the lunchroom.
That's where about all of mine.
Let's walk the rest of this way, and then we'll go to the lunchroom. Get us about to eat.
Many classes down this side. Hallway.
Yeah, and I had several. At least we got some sunlight.
The biggest
There he is.
news was when I was here, they were having to remove the asbestos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tearing out all the ceiling. That made the news because we started school, I think a month late.
Yeah.
Asbestos removal. This was home ec.
Yeah, yeah, sure was.
Miss Cox, home ec.
God, she was your home ec teacher too?
Yeah.
Yep. You can learn how to
Good grief.
clean the wax out of your ears
Now this
and
looks like-
make an egg.
No, I was looking for an original desk, the wooden ones,
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
and a bell. I wonder where the bells are anyway.
I don't know who didn't go home and ask their parents to let them make cookies after they come to this class.
Or latch hook.
Yeah,
Latch hook.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I had a Snoopy latch hook, and then got to learn how to sew buttons. So I don't remember. What'd you say her name was? Cox?
Cox.
Yeah. So if you're still out there, you taught me how to sew buttons, and I've still sewed buttons every now and then. So,
They got modern radiators.
yeah,
Yeah, it'd be nice to see one of the old wood desks.
yeah. Oh, really? I want to turn her off. Right, we're back.
Yeah, up here. Yeah, above the door, if you remember, they had the vent that would open. It was glass.
Uh-huh.
It would just tilt open.
Yeah.
They've added the drop ceiling because some of the you can see where really went higher.
Yeah, it's dark in here, people. Sorry about that. We're trying to watch it, but yeah, I think I had Miss Dykes was my homeroom.
She is my kindergarten, if it's the same one, Miss Dykes.
Dark-haired lady. Sure has changed.
She was kindergarten for me.
Yeah.
Elementary.
Yeah. I remember, I can't remember, it was Coach Ford's wife that was Miss Ford. She had the class that was on the other side of this wall. And I remember that we had some sort of spelling contest, and two girls, Mary Barnett and dadgummit, I can't remember her name. They helped me learn my words, and we got a bag of suckers for free. So if you,
here's a neat view that we've not had.
Yep. Oh wow. Oh yeah.
I remember looking out over 36 and talking about cars, what kind of cars we wanted.
Yeah.
But these are more modern windows.
Couldn't wait for the snow to lay so we might get out of school.
And touch or flag football.
Yeah. Yeah, and Mr. Hicks, the shop teacher, took us out there and taught us how to survey. Yeah. It wasn't asking questions, it was actually surveying. But back to the spelling bee, I won a free bag of suckers, and me, Mary Barnett, and another girl, I can't remember her name. Mary, if you're watching this, put it down in the comments, help me out. Alrighty, let's go to the next room.
The door seems correct.
Yep. Yeah.
Driver, that's
yep. I only ever got one paneling. What's wrong with this room down here? Just some old books on the floor. See, someone's knocked that door down. Can we go in there? Hey, there's someone in there. Well, let's go to the lunchroom. Let's go in the room next door.
I hate most of my memories are all upstairs.
Yeah. I don't even remember where any of my lockers might have been.
Mine was upstairs.
Yeah. And that was where we just was, wasn't it? Nope. This was Miss Ford's room, where I won my free bag of suckers from spelling all my words right. I remember many a little math contests. Remember one buddy of mine, Randy Aldridge. I don't know if you're out there, Randy, but a boy named George kicked his little butt and he yanked his hair out. He might be bald nowadays, I don't know. Can you remember?
Because you remember we had a wooden block on the wall with a speaker.
Oh, yeah. Robbie Kuckenauer comes in the office.
Yeah, they added the drop chill. Because if you remember, our lights had rings.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
With one bulb in it.
Man, that'd be cool if you had a picture of that.
Yeah, that I don't think it would be.
Because that was old. That's something American pickers would want.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. The salvage people would.
Remind you of an old hospital.
Boys got mad, didn't they?
Yeah, they wanted out of class that day. And I don't remember whose class this was we're getting ready to walk into. Let's go in there. Room 103.
See, Todd and...
People ain't used to cameras, don't know what to think. They're looking at me filming. I don't think I was ever in this class. It sucks we can't go upstairs because, you know, I was wanting to go and
see an old wooden desk.
Mr. Tolley and Mr. Davidson.
Upstairs.
Exactly.
That's where they used to keep them.
That's right.
Mr. Tolley's room.
Yep. Well,
That's a good compliment on people who are teachers. Because if you notice, everybody remembers the teacher name.
Yeah.
So if you're a teacher, the
Yeah.
little ones ain't going to forget you, good or
Yeah.
bad.
I remember in Mr. Tolley's room, we had to
You do this.
take the weather report out of the newspaper, and one day in class you had to do the weather reports. You had to tell what the newspaper said, of course, but you talk about being nervous. I was chicken crap. But,
Remember, he did this, he said this with his fingers.
yeah, he was a good one. I remember falling asleep in his class a lot. But,
Oh, look at this whole thing.
bless you. Thank you. And look who I walk into right here. One of my favorite people ever. Suzanne Crouch. I passed you not too long ago. You was on my dad's road.
Oh yeah, I drive down through there checking everything out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go by there today. They ain't doing nothing but tearing stuff up right now. But let's walk around. We'll see y'all later. You doing all right? Yes, sir.
See, here's the interesting. Pay attention to what's written on the inside of the door. You remember writing anything? Old stickers of what was popular?
No,
How funny to see. There's a cassette tape. But yeah, it's neat to see what memories might have been written.
Yeah,
Show us.
good idea. Open a few more. Oh, well, you can't, can
That's
you?
what I was saying. I can't
Yeah,
do the lock. The latch, I mean.
yeah. Yeah.
But it's funny, the stickers. I remember the scratch and sniff. I'll get the others first.
Yeah. Watch what you got in this one.
Oh my God.
Hey, oh, now you talk about a brother. This is a brother that lived up the street from me, Scott
lived in a different
Bensane,
house.
and the man taught me how to ride my first 10-speed bicycle. I wrecked it. He taught me how to ride a dirt bike. Didn't wreck it, but come damn close. But he did take me fishing a lot and taught me a lot through life. So it's great to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Even though you do have a lot of white hair on you.
Oh boy.
Look at that. Big, sexy. All right. And little Robbie. All right, I'm going to cut for right now. All right, time to go get some lunch. I don't think they're serving anything, but we're going to go check it out. We have seen a lot of people we went to school with. Darren Crawford, Scott Bensane, Robbie Cookenhire, of course, Fang Grog. Dang, I just forgot the girl's name that I saw just a minute ago. God, I think her name was Donna Rhines. And we saw David Hinkle. Now, this used to not be a covered area. Yeah, it was a breezeway throughout. And now we're going into the old lunchroom.
They added this ramp shortly before 70 right here.
Yeah.
Oh, lunch corner.
A lot of kids hollering in here, loud.
I don't see how it all fit. Do you remember the food over there?
Well, we were all tiny.
I keep forgetting it.
I mean, oh man, well, they're gonna demolish it.
You took care of the trays there.
Yeah.
I've still got pictures that I took here.
Was there a buffet where we got our food? I don't remember.
No, you got one item from each thing, then you got one little dessert sit on your tray.
Yeah.
And Betty was the first name. She was the one that checked out. But then you returned your tray dishes here.
Yeah.
Just seem.
Y'all look familiar.
We're the cooking our boys.
Rob?
Yeah, Robbie would have been.
He was
Starts with a T.
Todd?
No, I'm not talking to her no more.
One too many there, Tim.
Tim cooking our.
When did you graduate?
83.
Okay, you graduated
graduated in 87.
89.
89.
Should have been 88.
Okay.
But I was stuck here in 8th grade the second time.
Okay. Kenny Crawford, I graduated in 87.
Wait a minute, say again.
Crawford. Kenny Crawford.
Wow, yeah. Oh, wow,
I was
golly,
like,
yeah.
I was like, I told Cecil McCullough, I was like, there's the guy in the mountain bike trails. Like, they look familiar.
Yeah. Right away, for some reason, I picture you at 4-H or some kind of like you're elected.
I was, in 8th grade, I was biggest flirt.
Okay, well, oh yeah,
with Johnny.
I see why she's the biggest flirt.
Johnny Purchase. Johnny, I think it's Johnny Purchase.
Okay. I would clearly remember
Yeah,
you, yeah.
for
For some reason, I'm trying to picture her, seem like.
Well, longer hair.
Yeah. Oh, nothing negative. It just seems like it's. I always remember you and your name was something before.
How about that?
And Tim Crawford was my brother. He graduated in 80.
I never knew that.
Yeah, he graduated in 85.
Seems like we had classes together.
Yeah.
Because they said it's alphabetical. My last name was C.
Crawford.
Close.
Yeah. I was like, I thought it was something.
Let's walk on around here. And this was the big old lunchroom. Used to seem big, of course, when you're little. Now, when I was in 8th grade, I was probably 5'10" or better, so I was tall. I was picked on a lot because I was tall. Oh man, look at that, the blue beast. All right, that's about got it for the lunchroom. All right, we're going to walk in the upstairs. You can't go upstairs from the downstairs because they got the downstairs blocked. But we're going to go in and see what they got.
So, Mr.
Look
Schwartz.
nosy.
I didn't hear you.
No, go ahead.
Mr. Schwartz, top shot for me.
Mr. Hicks for me. He's the one that I made that bass sign. Yeah. Another dark area. Let's just go on upstairs. There's you some computer screens.
12-inch monitor.
Yeah.
CRT. I say here they still got the red.
Yeah. Let's go see what we can see. Lord, look at the color in here.
Yeah, we were. That's where I was at 5th grade.
Oh, I busted you now.
Because I know the schedule. Look at you.
Look who we got here.
Yeah.
And that's Steve Chase.
How you doing, bro?
Good, good, good. We're gonna walk around. Let's walk around, Rob.
I do not remember.
No, it was just 5th.
Okay.
Why don't you just smile and look pretty? There, easy to do. Yeah, now.
To me, is right here.
Now, the room back there was, I remember being Miss Gillespie.
And mine was a little, real nice black lady. Miss.
Okay, she must have got married. Real pretty smile.
I can't remember her name now.
And then Miss Hilbert was there.
She got married, and then it came Miss Chandler.
Yeah. She's the one I said that taught us why wad paper up and throw it in a trash can and not just lay it in there and have more room.
But there was a coat room, if you remember.
No, I don't remember that.
Open the door and go in and hang your coat. It's called a coat room.
Yeah.
Wow, let's take a second for me anyway. Just
Yeah. Wow, is that a yearbook? 2015.
at least they got the bear on there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It's hard to
All pictures are in color. How cool.
Wow, they color, yeah.
I've got mine All 4 of mine. And there's the old Webster's Dictionary. Look up the word redneck, and it probably got a picture of our old brother.
These look like some of the old lights.
Yeah, now them were.
Not all of them had those ring lights.
Right.
I do remember this is where I had a lot of. Oh wow, there's a case of Daniels.
Good Lord.
2015. But with everything we digital.
Yeah. Got a bunch of yearbooks in here, Donna.
Oh, look here, Rusty. You wanted the dictionary.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Words didn't mean the same as they do nowadays. They'll get you kicked out of places and banned.
Autocorrect now.
Yeah.
Is it got stamp?
I'm gonna walk to the back.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
When I was here.
Are you getting the books like this?
Donna, what was the English teacher's name that was in the room next here? We had Miss Hilbert here, I remember.
You're doing better than I am.
Miss Gillespie, you remember Miss Gillespie?
I remember. Who did I have? I had Miss Ford. We had music. Whoever music was.
Buchanan?
Buchanan.
Man, I've got better memory than I've.
Yeah, you do. I remember probably more like Tolly, King, and Dorothy Cox.
Tolly.
There was a Wilson.
See, I don't remember that
Yeah,
name.
Miss Wilson, yeah. And I had Miss Range.
Miss Range. I remember Miss
Miss
Range.
She liked social studies.
Yes.
Maybe that was social studies.
First grade, I just remember my first grade teacher. And that was Miss, I think she got married. She was either Miss Payne and then changed to Lonan, or she was Miss Lonan and went to Miss Payne.
How about
And
that?
that was the room directly below.
Yeah.
That's all I can remember.
I'm trying to remember the real nice black lady who was a teacher on that side.
It was Gillespie.
No.
Yeah, because she got married.
Lyons, Miss Lyons.
She got married. I'll show you a picture from my yearbook.
Okay, so she got married.
I still got her.
Did you come here in first grade as well? Yeah.
No, wasn't we in the middle school for first grade?
I was
I mean,
second grade at the elementary school.
because I did kindergarten over there.
You did kindergarten
Over at the, no, there's a church below the middle school, or the elementary school. I could have swore it was there.
That church?
Yeah.
I know I did first grade here.
I don't remember first grade. Maybe I didn't go. I was advanced.
Maybe you're an accelerated student and
I'm
you just needed
accelerated
this.
at failure. No.
No, but I don't remember a lot of the teachers other than I remember, I told Russell, I don't think I've ever been up here on this level. And then when I came down the hallway, I remember coming up those stairs in one of these 2 rooms for some class.
Well, you at the lower level, you had Buchanan, Crow, Mr. Crow.
I remember Mr. Crow.
Mr. Crow, Buchanan, Miss Buchanan. I don't remember first. That's
Miss
about all I remember
Ford,
down there.
Miss Hale,
Yes.
Miss Hale.
Amy
Yeah.
Hale's mom.
Or Kelly?
Kelly, yes.
Kelly, yeah. Kelly, yes. And
Miss Hale always seemed pretentious. Like she's always extra dressed.
She was
up.
always really
Very
nice.
proper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, her husband fished with Dad a lot.
Yeah. But that's all I can remember. I'd have to get my yearbook
She
out.
wasn't rude. I just remember her being
We should have got it out today and looked and studied.
You did?
No, we should have looked and
Yeah,
studied.
we should have.
But I noticed most of the people on blood thinners are outside right now.
I'm afraid this thing collapsed. They're gonna be there here.
It's interesting how many times they've upgraded. When my daughter went here in 03 and 04, they were putting in the modern computer Ethernet.
Yeah.
The drop.
All right. Here is where we used to come across the breezeway. I guess that's the breezeway. Yeah.
I think, is that the breezeway?
Yeah. Because we used to stand here in line. Me and Tony Locash, Chris Helmick. We'd stand in line, go down the steps to the lunchroom.
Now, the years I was here is when they made the firewall and fire doors. Because remember, it was wide open. But when I was here, they were concerned if there was ever a fire with no blocking, the fire could travel easy.
Yeah.
They got to use the fire doors, or they used the people doors. It used to be that wide open.
Hey, I'm coming too. I don't want
Like, I don't know what was burned.
Okay. Hey, y'all be good.
we're gonna walk back through the other classes.
Yeah, that was the fire. The wide open spaces on the fire door.
That's Claybo's brother.
Don't know.
John Claybo.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Let's go in this other class. Now this was Mr. Tolley's class.
For me, it was a different one. I can't remember. Look them up. I can't remember it only because the teacher in here had on the board how many days to the last day of school. I don't remember.
He's ready to get rid of us then.
Her or
Lockers in your classrooms? Lockers in the classroom?
That's an update. It wasn't here in '78. But Mr. Tolley's desk was back there where Robbie is, and this was the class I had to stand up and give the weather announcement in. I believe it's.
date when they stopped here was September of 15.
Oh wow.
And I know the yearbooks were 15. Wonder 15 is about when they ended
Might have been.
school here.
Wonder if you ought to try and take them out of here and put them on eBay or put them on the Facebook page.
I don't want to be carried. You
Yeah.
can drop them into the back of your truck, throw them out the door window.
There's some math problems I can't figure out.
Oh wow, free algebra.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about algebra. I don't even know what that is.
You see, look above you, you can see where they added drops in. You'll see whenever it used to go.
Oh yeah. Well, they had to tear something out to put that up.
Exactly, yeah. But they kept the old picture.
Yeah.
Man, I don't see any souvenirs.
No.
They knocked them
Like you said, we come up here one night, we could rip them letters off of them school.
Yeah.
This is not near as bad a shape as the library. Is this the worst?
I never had. Oh, let's go there because I got some.
Yeah.
Specifically, these two were my big memories.
You remember what class this was?
I don't think I had a class.
I don't think I had one here either.
When they painted everything happy colors, it kind of took away from the original charm.
That Miss Range you was talking about, I used to sit there with a pencil and pretend I was with a laser cutting her head off because I hated her class.
Here's the voting thing. Each student, you vote.
Oh well. What's in there? Some sort of nice magazine. Social something. Nope. Yep.
Social studies.
We'll look out here and see who all's out here. It's been a great turnout. I'm happy that everybody come out like they did. It's going to be on the TV news and everything. This evening's going to be on Cookie's Crib. The hottest
There's
new.
a shot of the, well, I'm just thinking of the old chimney. Used in the winter. They burn coal.
Yep. Remember the smell.
Yeah, when they upgraded the windows, they did a lot of, spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
Upgrade things. Just, I do like the old desk that was a wooden desk.
Yeah.
Remember they had put the little badges on them to inventory them.
Yeah. Just trying to get you in the shop. Let's go in here. There's Suzanne again.
Miss Lyons. So when I was here, it was Miss Lyons.
Yeah.
Now, that's different. I don't remember that at all.
No. Suzanne, you're going to be in my video more than I'm in it. Maybe people will subscribe.
Remind me to smile.
Nothing like a pretty woman on a video.
When are you going to get back to biking?
Here soon, I hope. Everything's been too wet, you know. Can't do nothing. And you know me and wrecking. Wreck, mud does not go hand in hand.
You can get a shot of the field from here pretty well.
Yeah. I'll try the outside.
I was wanting to get
Well,
the bells of the green country. Harvey or.
We might come back out here one night and take the Boones Creek Middle School sign off.
Yeah, later.
There's you a good shot of the outside. Children up there playing ball. And damn, look at that truck. The Blue Beast.
This is cute. We can't think of it's so much for doing that. Yeah, they've spent a lot upgrading. I think of the old windows that just had the little tilt. That's all you got, that little tilt.
Hello. You're fine. We were just upstairs and now we're going in here. And down here was where Miss Hilbert's, no, this was Miss Gillespie's room. I don't know what they've been shooting. And in the room next to it, I think, was Miss Hilbert's room. What room is that?
I don't remember having anything in here.
Yeah.
I so clearly remember the doorknob stands over.
Yeah. There's an old pencil sharpener. There's no case. So I don't even remember if we had these lockers.
Yeah, the double stack.
Right. No writing in the inside of them. Yeah, I don't remember whose class this was. Probably failed it. Don't matter. I'm a success now. I'm a YouTube superstar.
I bet what I'm remembering upstairs is actually down. Yeah, okay. So when I was describing upstairs, I was wrong. It's down here. There's the coat room, if you notice.
Yeah.
So I'll look at it here in a second.
This may be the walkthrough I was talking about earlier. That we'd walk down and go to lunch. Me and the guys. A lot of clothespin. Must have hung a lot of laundry in here. Must have been home ec laundry. Guess now you get your...
That surely ain't cooking hour, is it?
Uh-oh. Oh, it's Mr. Hurley. Here, let me cut my camera. All right, we're about to walk to another upper level. You know, I don't remember so many upper levels.
It's interesting.
It's like, what does this go to? Oh, no! Look, hey, Big Leo Smith.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Good, good.
I saw your cookie truck out there. You can get a brand new one?
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah. You didn't like the other one?
Well, I wanted to go to something smaller, so I got me a Ranger, and it wrote too much like too soft, so I got back into this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't. I saw it had a new tag on it. I thought, that ain't the same truck you had before.
No, no, that's got the 7.3 gas in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it didn't come with mileage as an option.
Oh.
Yeah, no joke. You don't even have. The sheet does not say.
Really?
No.
That's wild.
No.
I would have guessed that.
No.
That's a good looking truck. At least it stayed with the same color.
You ain't right.
Well, it's a little bit lighter. Ain't
It's lighter, but it's more Carolina Panther blue.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
Gotta save it for my Panthers.
I hear you, brother.
Who all have you seen? Suzanne Crouch is in here. Fane, Tim Lyle.
I ain't seen Tim.
He was on the outside.
Mike was giving me a hard time. He said, you know, it started at 1. I said, yeah, it ends at 3, though, right? And he goes, yeah. I said, perfect timing.
Yeah, yeah. Tim's out there with most of the people. It's on blood thinners. Out in the sun.
Oh, okay.
Staying warm.
Yeah, I didn't stay outside long. We came on in.
Yeah.
I'll hunt him down.
Good seeing you, Leo. We need to get together. You need to take me fishing.
Hey, we do.
Teach me how to fly fish. I can catch bass.
I just bought a pontoon boat. You'd like to show me how to bass fish?
We'll do it. We'll trade out.
No, we're going that way.
Go this way.
Oh.
Did that do it?
Nope. No, this is a random roll.
Hey!
Yes, ma'am. Okay. I don't remember what. Do you remember what this area was?
I went in there and shot both goes.
Well, I see the building is not as good as they stepped up.
Now here's getting into some old rooms
Oh,
here.
yeah, these are my old rooms. Oh, excuse
Whoops,
me. These
I'm
are my
about to
old
run
rooms.
you over. Lord, they must
I was
have.
in here at 60.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Here's the floor.
Downstairs, I knew that wasn't the rooms I was in. I forgot about the upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
That shows how 74 does, you know.
Yeah. It smells like it, don't it?
I can't remember if this was my English class or my math class was downstairs.
I had this range in here because she had a huge world map, a little topography map on the wall.
Yeah. We're 79 and he's in the 80s.
I'm the only one I've met so far is in the 60s. Okay.
You want to cook an hour?
I'm the only one in the 60s.
Yes.
I
Want to chat? Thanks for filming this video, sir.
Oh, wonderful. Well, yes.
I've watched it periodically over the past year.
Well, that's nice to hear. Yeah.
Well, his older brother's got another channel.
Oh, you did? I think I do.
Cookie's Crib.
Didn't you all sell your parents' house?
Yeah.
in recent
Yeah.
years?
Well, you need to get on my channel, subscribe.
I think I did.
Okay, great.
I'm not sure.
If you hadn't,
Because my dad passed away this past year. My mom's kind of like that too. I just sell his house.
I'm just big on.
So.
I'm just big on memories, and that's one
let's
of
go in the next room. Man, I don't remember a lot of this.
Yeah, all these are mine. Mr. King, Mr. Tolley.
I remember Mr. King. I never had him.
Watch your step. They want you to trip up.
Oh, there's some trophies.
I'm gonna get ahead of you.
Go right ahead, yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow. I was sitting here, but the rest of the class was there. But I said,
Yeah.
I had to focus.
Well, I'm gonna have to change cameras, so enough of this camera.
Oh, the drawers.
We have been there.
Goes back this way. Oh, this used to be the way downstairs to the office.
Here, if you saw
Another fire.
see where they added the fire.
Yeah.
It used to be from here, brick to brick was the opening.
Open, yeah. Because I remember there were lockers right here. And one of the scuffs I got into, I slammed the boy into the lockers and I threw him down the steps. I never had to hit him to kick his ass.
I didn't go in. I want to go in my old home.
Let's go.
Mr. King's.
Mr. King seemed like he was funny. He kind of looked like Don Rickles.
Yeah. Look, what's your step is?
Yeah, I'm good.
Trip up in the bag.
Look, there's $50.
Oh, hey, I can show you where he jumped off.
I seen if that lady turn around.
Oh.
Miss Ramsey had those pages.
Yeah.
No, she had that.
Art was here.
What did King teach?
Art was there.
Yeah. Wow.
What did King teach?
Social studies. I had him in here.
Well, this is the old part of the building, so remember how I told you downstairs it says what you're in the building is now?
And my homeroom, my second year in 8th grade. I still gotta be the same old key.
Yeah.
But he had a pass on the wall.
There's Suzanne, star of my video. Leo Smith's here. Yep. Look at her. Don't she just look so pretty? And she's my age.
This is my second one when I had 53 older. I was too quiet my first year. I got embarrassing girls. And so I swore I'm not going to talk or be seen, and it ended up telling their face, so I take it over. This was Mr. King's homeroom. I was scared to death because I thought he was mean.
I did too.
He just, for a little kid, he probably was, because he talked kind of blunt.
Yeah, looked like Don Rickles. Rickles.
Yeah, he wasn't mean, but I remember he had a pass on the wall right there. You didn't have to ask for permission to that. You go get it, you go.
When I had him, he had the desk like around the wall.
That's it. I remember yours.
Yeah.
That's it, okay.
I don't remember if it's for the whole year. Do you?
Bathroom's here.
Yep. Yep. Smoking in the boys' room.
Smoking in the trim.
That's where the preacher's boy got caught pitching pennies.
Kenya, you remember?
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Art room.
Ken, you're going to where I had this board.
Yeah.
5th grade homeroom.
There's the art room.
I hope they wrote on the faculty block.
About to get hungry. There's a good desk. Sure had a lot of good memories here. Just gotten older. Remembering where my locker is ain't gonna happen. We're coming up these steps. 2 boys wanting to fight me at the same time. One standing over there, one standing over here, and I'm standing in the middle, and they're both chicken shit saying, "Come on, come on, come on." I said, "No, you all wanted to start the fight. You all hit me." So neither one of them did, and I reached out and I smacked both of them at the same time. Well, they didn't do nothing. We walked up the steps, and I remember going into this class over here, and the one little dude, I ain't gonna say their names, I know them, I remember them. I just got pissed off, and I hauled off and knocked him with a right in the back of the head, knocked him off his feet, and I went about my business in school. Promise I'm not violent. Go in here. Robbie went in there. Wow. What is this place, Robbie?
I don't remember this being a Jack and Jill.
No.
Unless there's something in the center. When I was here, this was a reading lab. You had
Oh, yeah, you're right.
had math lab here and reading lab on that side.
Yeah, we had little cardboard cubicles, I believe.
Miss Basket taught. Miss Basket taught.
Yeah.
This math lab.
There's Mickey Mouse.
Did you yell at him? Hey, you got a receipt?
There's a bunch of CDs in here. I wonder what they are.
Probably Windows 98.
Yeah. Not compatible.
I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we did.
Down in my old homeroom. I really don't. Fifth grade, Dad walked me up here,
Oh, yeah.
and I was embarrassed when my dad's walking with me. This right here was Miss Ford's. I don't remember her teacher.
Now, who could have reached them water fountains when we was a kid? I could. I was tall.
I still remember his old doorknob. That's when they hadn't changed. But this is Miss Ford. I told Dad I was excited because I got to sit up front. Yeah, they moderned. This obviously is the computer lab or computer room.
I imagine it costs a lot of money to run cable in here. And
Ethernet, you got everything.
yeah.
Don't need a keyboard, but there's plenty of keyboards.
Yeah.
It's funny how quick stuff gets out of date. Well, it's just changing here. I don't remember this floor being, they've added this. I wanted to get a shot of the old hardwood floor. I guess hopefully it'll be over here. I can't believe we're not seeing one old wooden desk.
Nope. Out with the old and with the new.
2018, I think.
Well,
you remember up here where the windows up here, the creek out at the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, where they added this drop down ceiling and the camera, you can see the cameras down there at the end of the hall.
Uh-huh.
Kind of took away the charm.
Pretty much an old. That's the art room. Hoo-hoo. Wonder what that is.
Oh, it looks like a picture. It's some kind of vinyl. Maybe though. I almost guess this is an art room. Some kids' drawings. I don't know who they are. You want the credit for the Fire Frank, I think. I don't remember being in this classroom. Oh yeah, for a class.
All right, now we're about to walk out the way that we leave class and go down the stairs to the office. Now, it used to be open through here. See, this used to be all open and we could talk. Noisy. Yeah. Can't see. Just walking around. Y'all gonna pay for that, right?
Yeah. We've already served our time.
Yeah. Oh, who locked the office?
Who knows?
Well, guess that's gonna about do it for Boones Creek Middle School. I'm gonna put a lens cover on here so we can go outside. I'll go out here and see if we can't finish. Whoa, look at the step. You'd think I was drunk. Good Lord. Feels good, but Robbie's still inside doing a little videoing of his own, but that's us in a nutshell, man. They're supposed to be tearing this school down tomorrow. Someone could come get that phone pole, light pole. But that's it. That's us. Well, if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is where I grew up and went to school. I may or may not still have the high school high jump record or the middle school record. I'll see if I can find it out, but they're coming to get me. My ride's here. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching Cookie's Crib.